my name is Indah Gustian. My class is number 33, 3A07. My name is 33220081. Video first. The United States report more than 20,000 deaths, surpassing Italy's mass COVID-19 deaths, marking a grim milestone in the global pandemic. This event underscores the widespread impact of the coronavirus as it spreads to communities across America, causing an unprecedented public health crisis. There have been many variations in how countries have responded to the pandemic, such as problems with the availability of testing kits and with of measures such as social distancing and mask mandates. The prominence of Italy, a country that has been on the front lines of the crisis in Europe and is also experiencing its devastating effects. Shows how the situation in the US is under for concert effort to contain the virus. This shift in the epicenter of the pandemic to the United States has also brought attention to the broader implications of COVID-19 on society, economy, and daily life. This is warning to many people about the seriousness of this virus and the importance of adhering to guidelines aimed at reducing transmission. The situation emphasizes the importance of global cooperation and the need for an integrated approach to addressing the health crisis and underscores that the fight against COVID-19 requires resilience, adaptability, and commitment from all sectors of society. In my opinion, the milestone of the United States surpassing Italy in the highest number of deaths from COVID-19 is a sad moment, reflecting the magnitude of the challenge the US faces in dealing with this pandemic. Solution to this problem require a strong public health infrastructure, clear communication from leaders, and broad public compliance with health guidelines. So, in the video on TAD executioner ED, why e-learning is killing education. Armbard discusses the critical weaknesses of a learning system and how they can negatively impact the educational process. Bart argues that although learning has the potential to offer accessibility and damnation, it often fails to provide a meaningful learning experience. He points out the many learning platforms rely too heavily on passive forms of learning such as watching videos and reading text, which do not engage learning in the same way as interactive and experiential learning methods. But reminds us of how critical thinking is the solution is problem and the development of deep understanding that is often underrepresented in a learning environments. He suggests that for a learning to be effective, it must include elements that encourage active learning, encourage student participation, and provide opportunities for students to apply their knowledge in practical real-world contexts. I think Bastel is a call to action for educators, learning designers, and policymakers to rethink how learning is designed and implemented, to ensure that it enhances, not undermines, the quality of education. The solution could be to take a more holistic approach to online education, prioritizing engagement, interaction, and the development of critical thinking skills. Physical food waste is the worst problem, highlights the serious problem of food waste globally, calling it not only important but also completely avoidable. How large amounts of food produced for human consumption are never eaten, it resulting in billions of tons of waste every year. This waste occurs at every step of the food supply chain, from farms where produce might be thrown away because it does not meet aesthetic standards, to retailers and consumers who buy more than they need and throw away perfectly good food. There are also environmental impact of food waste, including waste resources such as water and energy used in production, as well as greenhouse gases produced from food spoilage in landfills. And in my opinion, while food waste is a complex issue intertwined with global food system, economics, culture, and individual behavior, it is indeed a problem that seems dumb or solvable with concept, effort, innovation, and policy intervention. By addressing food waste, societies can make strides toward more sustainable, efficient, and equitable food system. The solution requires change at the consumer level, systematic improvements such as improving food storage and transportation to reduce spoilage. In my opinion, while overpopulation, the human explosion explained by the complex course research of global population growth and its implication for the planet. The population has skyrocketed from 1 million in 1800 to 3 million in 1840, 7 million in 1970, and 7.4 million in 2016. The world population has quadrupled in the last century. It turns out that high birth rates and population explosions are not permanent problems for some cultures or countries, but part of a four-step process that the whole world will go through. Demographic transition. In the 18th century, when the whole world, including Europe, was in the first stage of the demographic transition, by today's standards, Europe was much worse than developing countries. Many people gave birth, but many of them died more quickly, so the population it was difficult to grow up. Women had 4 to 6 children, but only 2 would grow up. Then the Industrial Revolution ushered in England and brought about the greatest change in human living conditions since the Agricultural Revolution. People began to change from farmers to workers. Science developed and was accompanied by sophistication in transportation, communication, and medicine. Slowly, economic process will not only form a middle class but can also raise living standards and health care for the poor. The second transition stage, better supplies of food, health, medicine, means people will stop dying more quickly, especially at very young age. The result will be a population explosion. The third stage of the transition is driven by fewer babies being conceived and population growth slowing. Eventually, balance emerges. Fewer people die and fewer children are born, so death rates and birth rates stabilize. Countries that need help will help advance development in return. In my opinion, while overpopulation presents significant challenge, it also encourages innovation and collaboration towards sustainable solution. By focusing on education, healthcare, and economic development, and we can address the root causes and consequences of overpopulation so that we can achieve a future where humans live in balance with the earth's resources. The solution can be sustainable development, fair distribution of resources, and population management strategies. Thank you.